DeLuise. Is he an internet celebrity? Oh, Wacky Neighbor. Oh.
That's our new series. Our new series is called Wacky Neighbor.
It's the ghost of
And it's just, it always starts out with like a really intense conversation, and then about 2 minutes into it, just the Wacky Neighbor bursts in, and then leaves.
It's always a new celebrity that we don't want to work with.
We will proceed to listen now. There's some really awesome people doing things on the internet that are really inspiring. I've always wanted to be in one of Freddie Wong's videos because I would just love to blow crap up. So
And it was rad. We got Freddie Wong to come and play on tabletop, and we got Ryan Higa to play on tabletop, and Megan Camarena, and
there's a lot of really cool YouTubers that we have during this season. And
really love.
to us, going to YouTube and creating a channel from scratch, like we really admire the people who are really foster community on YouTube, because that's what I think it does best, and that's why we created Geek Sundry, is to make everyone feel inclusive and feel like they really belong. So that's why I love you too, Kim. But like
This is the
that's
most I've ever seen you love people ever in all the years I've known you.
I didn't drink last night, but I did still 3. It must be some kind of equation I should do every day. No, I'm tired. But yeah, there's some great YouTube people and other internet people that we love to collaborate with, and we're always looking for suggestions.
I think what we're seeing is, with all these celebrities kind of playing in YouTube videos, is that it's where the fun is being had. You know? I just did a show, I'm going to shamelessly plug, called
Do
Save
it.
the Supers. Check it out, it's online now. And, we got Seth Green to come in and pop in an episode just because, he really liked the script. And so him and Claire, his wife, played some pretty great villains that we'll see coming up. Spoiler alert. But it was just so cool to have this movie star, someone that, I grew up watching and, laughing at and being like, and now I'm directing him and he's playing in my shows. But I think it's really because
everything's crossing over a little bit more nowadays, and that's what's so cool. We have so many shows that there's so many opportunities to call in people we love. So hopefully we continue to grow and just add more. And if you suggest people, like that actually looks like, oh, let's do that. So go on our forums and suggest things for us because we are open.
We have some great collabs for With My Kid too. So Scary Smash is going to debut. Tell all your friends it's next Wednesday, and then the episode after that, Rhett and Link did, and it is one of the funniest
They are so
best
funny.
stuff they've
awesome.
ever seen. So great. Mike Diva from the Bammer channel is also doing one. So we're just doing collabs all over the place.
Next question.
Hi, Felicia. Love videos, and also one of the great things you've done is cross over a lot of favorite genres, whether it's been or Jean-Claude. I love this day night. Have you ever thought about engaging the StarCraft community directly and working with specifically the female girls of StarCraft?
I have to say that StarCraft isn't one of my games necessarily. I mean, just it's not the kind of game that I tend to play. So, but I love the fact that the StarCraft community is so welcoming and awesome, and Sean sort of exemplifies that. That's why we're like, we'd love to work with Sean. So that's one of the thrilling things that Sean's going to be doing this monthly hangout, and if we can continue to collaborate with him, and we would love to. I just love gamers, the positive gamers that just really, feel like they belong. And that was why I created the guild. I was like, there's not something out there that really represents what I see as gaming, and that really means a lot that you said. That it's all about creating community and people feeling inclusive.
Next. Hey. So one of the things I like about Geek Sundry is that you guys have kind of picked out different niches within geekdom to kind of create shows about. Are there any other kind of niches that you're thinking about making shows about and putting that into the Geek Sundry channel?
I don't know, beer. I know some beer geeks is all I'm saying. I know some beer geeks that hate beer.
Really? Good
Yeah.
job.
All right.
You hook me up.
Yeah.
Do an email intro.
Yeah, I'll do that. Then I'll just get out of the way and let you chat.
Oh God, we just networked. We're always looking like honestly, you know, the most thrilling part about starting this channel from scratch, which has been crazy, with just like the three of us and like our small number of people who help us, Lindsay and Britt and Beverly, and you know, very few people are working from a closet to bring you Geek Sundry. So, you know, the cool thing about it is the response and the idea that creative people are coming to us with ideas, and we, you know, hopefully we'll expand and add things, you know, next year. And you know, good ideas, we want to bring them to the forefront. Like that's why I do like the Big Five on the blog, to highlight independent creators that I can, you know, push eyeballs to, because it's all collaboration on the web to me. You know, my success is your success, is my success. So it should be circular. We should all try to help everybody. So yeah, we're looking for other things, and you know, like I said, there's still the forums. Yeah.
Wait, don't leave. I have a follow-up question for you. Is there an area of geek culture that's part of, you know, I don't think it's a monoculture. You know, we all have the thing that we're really crazy about. What's the thing that you really love that you want to see other people loving the same way you love it?
Don't blow it.
Cosplay or first-person shooters, maybe, like that kind of, you know, gaming it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, gaming. Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah,
cool thing is,
I love cosplay. I was a huge fan of, you know, it wasn't called cosplay when I was probably a little older than you, 161 years ago. And I thought that, I just loved it. I loved watching people dress up as the characters that we love, and seeing the amount of passion and interest that goes into that. Chloe Dykstra has a really cool cosplay show on the Nerdist channel.
yeah, it's really good. And they're going to be good panels after us, so stick around. I'm sure they're going to have some awesome stuff to talk about too.
But that's cool. Thanks for answering my question.
I like your outfit.
What was that?
Oh, and just real quick, can we shout out to a show that's upcoming that we're going to be producing in fall. They're sitting out there in the audience. It's Paul and Storm. So they have a great script written by Josh Kagan, and we're going to go into production on that very soon. It's a comedy musical. It's not a musical comedy, it's a comedy musical.
Next question.
This is for Will. A little while ago, you put out a call on Google Plus talking about how you couldn't get Arrogant Bastard Ale. We're trying to homebrew your own.
Yes.
Any chance that either have you gotten up to the Stone Brewery here?
Oh, of course I have.
And two,
I make regular pilgrimages to the Stone Brewery.
and two, any chance we might see something like homebrewing with Bill or anything like that?
There's a really good chance.
I think that show's gonna happen.
I think I closed the deal right now.
Yeah, so many people ask me about home brewing, and I've been doing it for about a year, and in that year I'm brewing about every other week. So I have a lot of experience, and I do all styles, and people ask me, how do I do it? And it seems like a thing that's really complicated, and it's really not. And there's a lot of terrific videos online already. Like Brewing TV is fantastic. I love it. And it's sort of geared towards people who already kind of know what they're doing. And I think it would be really fun to do something that is geared toward nerds, where we all sort of speak a special language about leveling up and focusing on skills and working on build and things like that. And doing a series of videos that are about home brewing. And I'm trying to get Felicia to come over to my house to do some brewing for the vlog, because I think that would be really fun.
I know, but I don't drink beer.
So what?
I know, you give me like, is this one good? I go, and then this one good? I mean, it's literally like, it's almost like it's a game.
It's a game that I have a really good time playing. And I did actually find a recipe to do an Arrogant Bastard clone from the Austin Homebrew Supply. And it's conditioning right now. It's going to be ready in 2 weeks.
If you want to know anything about yeast, will we serve it? 40-minute lecture on yeast.
Yeast are amazing, you guys.
Here we go.
I think that actually speaks to, you know, what we're trying to do with Geek Sundry is that, you know, there's all these things that people think of as a geek and a nerd, and I think, you know, sometimes we're like, it's cheap, you know, we have like backlash against kind of it becoming more popular to be a geek and a nerd. But like to me, Geek and Sundry is about celebrating, you know, the things that aren't commonly celebrated. So something like that, or like my romance novels, which you would think. I think a geek is just somebody who's really passionate about something, and we always like to look at the things that aren't existing already and say, hey, would that help that community, or would this be a fun show? We never want to copy somebody else. We always want to be doing stuff that's original and there's a space to fill. So
I think Tom Merritt said it really well at our WonderCon panel. He said, I love getting excited about things, and then I love meeting other people who are excited about those things, and then getting excited with them about how excited we are about those things.
yeah, Tom is
That's what I think being a geek and being a nerd is about. It's about just loving a thing so much. And it doesn't have to be the things that a lot of us in this room love. My friend Shane Dickerson went to the movies a couple of years ago, and he saw all these women, like they were all kind of dressed the same, and they were all drinking Cosmopolitans, and it was kind of weird. They were like in little groups of like 4 of them all over the place. And Shane realized that these were women going to see the Sex and the City movie, but they were cosplaying as the characters from Sex and the City. And they were so excited to do that, and he was like, oh my god, like,
they're geeks.
they're nerds, and they don't even know that they're nerds.
Robin, you were on a panel this week about steampunk, weren't you?
Please be aware that many members of your audience may be underage in your today.
Oh god, it's so horrible to watch.
That was inappropriate.
It's like that fan fiction happening.
My fan fiction's coming to life!
Robin, speak.
I'm gonna talk now. I think.
This started to-
Just let me answer my
this started
question. I was really excited to do I was excited to do the steampunk panel. That's it. That's all I have to say.
But I wanted to highlight because the only reason that whole storyline got written last season was because we were at Gen Con and Robin, who, you know, you're not like a hardcore, you play casual games. It's not like you call yourself a typical geek or anything, especially when we first started. But the look of wonder on your face when we entered that steampunk booth
I
at
was
Gen
there.
Con. Yeah.
It was amazing. It's like my reaction as Clara. I was literally like, oh my god, everything's so shiny and there's clocks and I love it.
We lost you to that booth.
I know, I wrote that whole storyline because of the look on your face. And that's like what we do. Like that's why we're here. I think we just love things. And to me that, you know, anything we can highlight to make it other people discover it and go have that same wonderment. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing all this stuff.
Anything that gives your soul a boner.
Soul boners.
Soul is the best.
You need to make a t-shirt now. Next question.
Hi, I'm also from Canada too.
Why you don't cheer as loud for her as the first time?
I came here to see all of the stuff going on for you guys, and I'm wondering if you guys ever did that.
To see ourselves?
No, just
You never went to a con because you were like, I have to see.
Yeah, I went to, before the guild even existed, I went to Comic-Con in like 2004 or 5, or both. And I remember I went specifically to find George R. R. Martin. And this is, was not a book. It's the best show ever. But we found him. He was sitting there alone. There's nobody at his table. And I couldn't believe it because the books I just think are absolute genius. So I went up to him and my buddy Matt, we were just like, we just think you're a genius, and I want to just be near your beard. And, you know, and then I said to him, and I actually said this to him, I go, this should really be a TV show because, and I was like, because I wanted to sound really smart. I was like, they're so like episodic, you know, it's like more of a TV style thing, then it wouldn't be a feature film. You know, it's just, because you tell the perspective of every character, each chapter is different. I just totally geeked out at him. He's like, he gave me the look of, like, yeah, that's what we're fucking doing, and I can't tell you this. And I was like, well, thanks for talking to me. I'm sorry that there's no one else here. And he's like, oh no, there's a giant line right over there.
We had Veronica and Tom. Are you guys here? Sword and Laser just interviewed. If you are here, stand up. Veronica and Tom actually interviewed Jar Jar Martin, and the excited email chain was the most excited email chain of the season. I mean, of the whole Geek Sundry. We were so psyched to get that interview. I geeked out over Jacqueline Carey, one of my favorite fashion fantasy authors. And I don't know what about you.
I gotta say, with or without the guild, I would attend the BlizzCon every year. It's one of my favorite cons personally. I'm a huge fan of all of Blizzard titles. I'm actually really intense about the StarCraft competitive gaming scene. Really good stuff. And it's one of those where I've been a fan of them for pretty much my entire life, since the first StarCraft came out, and I was very, very, very small. And I have fun here, I have fun at all these cons, and I think we all do to an extent, because especially at Comic-Cons and these cons, there's always so much for anyone to do, no matter what you're into. Even if it's something you didn't know would be represented here, it probably is somewhere, and you can always find something different.
Amy, Robin, Jeff, anybody you ever geeked out
Dan,
over?
I know there's one, a show that you could particularly geek out over.
You're gonna help me?
Yeah. I think it's the appropriate place.
I like Doctor Who. Good story.
I met Matt Smith last night, and he kissed both my cheeks, and I didn't watch them. I'm not even kidding you guys.
You smell like jammy dodgers.
Robin, Amy, Jeff, anybody totally geeked out over at a con?
What?
People you met at a con that you geeked out over?
Nathan Fillion. In a costume that nobody recognized until you pointed out to him. You pointed out to me when you walked up to our panel, our booth, and said, "That's Nathan Fillion." He was in costume, but no one else knew it.
We met Nathan and Neil Patrick Harris a few years back here at Comic-Con. That was amazing. I was going nuts.
All right, you guys. Well, we have got to wrap it up. We want to thank you so much for coming. Pavilion autograph area at AA18 for 1 hour from 12:30 to 1:30 right after this. And don't forget, Written by a Kid debuts next Wednesday.